Straight up, I never knew that Charity being high could be this funny. NERDSoul. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, On Screen. That's right, we're getting into it. We've been having a wonderful time. I'm a little bit late, but let's get into the whole family at Chisholm named Greenleaf. And straight up, there's a whole bunch of stuff going in this episode. We're gonna touch into more serious issues later after the jump. But first, I want to tell y'all, give y'all a little, heads up. Light skin love is still happening. It's still a thing. They're back on track. They're doing fine. So just so y'all know, they smiling in each other's faces still. I don't think it's going to last, but it's still a thing. Slide that out the way. Now let's talk about Tasha and Cross. We see more and more that Tasha is feeling uneasy about this situation. I do think she's going to switch sides. Technically, mentally, I think she's already switched sides. I think she's decided that, you know what, I don't want to do this. Because Jacob is a different person, man. Jacob is not his father. And I think she's realizing that day in and day out working with him, that Jacob is a straight up guy. He is an honest dude. He's not out there trying to swindle somebody or be slick or, go behind people's backs. He's just a straight up and down dude. And he's a good guy to, especially be there for that church. He cares for that church. He cares for the people in that church. He's doing his best to do what's right. And to try to take someone like that down feels icky. And I think she's starting to feel that way. And I do see a fracture coming, because especially with that whole, kind of like, thank you for everything you've done. You've helped so much. You've really stepped up. You've been a great help to me. And then when he was like, your family, letting her in, talking with his son and everything. I think she really, it matters to her, because I think she sees how genuine he is with his relationship with her. He trusts her. He believes in her. He builds her up instead of breaking her down. Not like, of course, Basie was doing. He encourages her. He really thinks the world of her. And I think that, that relationship, and then also calling her family, being like, you're with us. You're part of what makes this great. I think that really, that's something that she's always needed. I don't think she's ever gotten. And I think it means a lot to her, especially now. So I don't think she ain't gonna make him sign them papers. Or if she does, she gonna tear them papers up. I think she's already switched teams. But let's stay on Miss Cross and put down Tasha for a moment and talk about Miss Cross and your bishop. Her whole plan with like, I'm gonna bring him here, I'm gonna be mean. I still wanna see how this kind of follows through, either on her side or Bishop's side, because then towards the end of the episode, you see another contact. So I don't know what game she's trying to play. Maybe it's a situation where she wants to kind of push him away a little bit, because maybe she feels like she's been too up on him, and maybe she pushes him a little bit, he'll want to come towards her. I'm still waiting on pins and needles to see exactly where she wants to go with this manipulation, because she ain't giving up. We know she ain't giving up, and she's dirty, and I would not trust her. But with that said, let's get into your girl Zora. I love how she woke up like, it's gonna be Bible study. Yeah, that's right. You at grandma's house, you gonna be studying the Bible. Oh, on top of that, you thought being at grandma's house was gonna be the bomb, because you're like, oh, grandma old, I'm gonna do what I want. Grandma was like, no, I'm old and I ain't got nothing but time, because I ain't got nothing to do. All right, so all I got to do is tell you when to get up, when to eat, when to go to bed, all right, and when to study that Bible. And even funnier, when they were, in Bible study, when Sophia comes in, you see that friction still there, because Zora just straight wrong. And you see that her hard-headedness is not fracturing yet, because even when she sees her dad, she's like, oh, acting like a victim, like, oh, well, you got rid of me. And it's like, hold up, you wanted to leave. Remember, like, why you always being mean? It's like, no, it's not being mean for me to call you out. If you try to tell a story like, oh, y'all threw me out. It's like, no, you wanted to leave and we let you leave. And now you trying to act, now you want to play some revisionist history? Come on, girl. We ain't doing that. Just come on, because we ain't playing with that. But I hope that she makes a turn for the better. We know she's not. I feel like she's going to get worse, but I like Zora as a character. I just wish she would straighten up. She don't have to be like, straight A student, but if she just, like ease up a little bit, you know what I mean? The whole thing with running away with the boy and the boy beating you up and then jumping up in your parents' face. She's doing a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? It's time to reel it in because you're doing a lot. Now, we got some other stuff to get to in just a moment, especially with your girl Charity. But first, Cure Brand is going to help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check that link below. Hats, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. And once you find something you like, of course, cop it. Now, we've been talking about, Zora. We've been talking about your girl Tasha. We even talked about, Jacob and his do-goodness, genuine self. But let's talk about Charity. Charity is unraveling fast. And even when Kevin came to get the baby, she just dropped the bag in his face. Why you being so petty? Why you mad? Why you mad? You the one, matter of fact, straight bet money. If Kevin had taken that child across state lines, she would have did the same thing. If he won't picking up the phone and hanging up in people's faces and all that, she would have did the same thing. Talk about, I got arrested. And yeah, you got arrested. You out there lounge singing, talk about you on tour. You on the tour of the Lobby Hotel tour? Anyway, bottom line is, she decided that, I need to kill this pain. I gotta take some drugs. And that's when Charity got funny. Straight up at the hospital, which we'll touch on Sophia in just a moment. I just want to talk about Charity. When we got to the hospital, Charity was lacing lines all through that joint. Just straight funny. Whether she was going at Gigi, whether she was going at her brother, her mom and dad, she was hilarious. And it culminates when she was mad trying to get a whatchamacallit. That's your problem now. You should have been trying to get a Snickers. But anyway, she was trying to get a whatchamacallit, and she used the strength of drugs to punch through the glass. And old girl won't even tripping when she punched through the glass. She was just like, oh, I think I'm gonna need stitches. Charity might get the NERDSoul award for single funniest episode of a person who's drunk and or high. Look, man, I'll get my categories together. Don't worry about that. But the point is, she really came through with, and I know she's one of the Winans, I think, whatever the girl is. Look, she came through with some acting that I did not expect. At first, it was very kind of like over dramatic and very soap opera-ish. And this is sort of a soap opera, but it was like too far. But when she switched it for the comedy, man, Charity was hilarious this episode. Charity need to get high more often. Well, all right, let me take that out. She got a kid. Can't just be getting high when you feel like it. All right, but I'm just saying, maybe at family functions where the child is away, then get high, because it's about to get funny. All right, so we got, truth and reconciliation going on. We got prayer going on. We got this hospital going on. But why? And as well as I know, we did not expect Sophia to deal with this. And I think it's going to change her character in a very meaningful way because, of course, she had the pain. She ended up having something with her ovaries. They had to do surgery to take them out to be able to save her because it was, like emergency surgery. And you could see how much she wanted that life. She wanted kids and to get married and all that. And now that's been sort of taken from her. And to see how this is going to change her character is going to be very important. I think this is going to be a very big moment in her life where she decides to either curl up in a ball or maybe fight through it and continue to be the wonderful person she is. And when I say the wonderful person, Sophia's always been a relatively good girl. She's been, she's been nice. She's always been courteous to people. She's great at the Bible study with the kids, the, Sunday school. Even her and her boyfriend have a pretty good, relationship. Even though I did think it was weird about saying that he was coming back to apologize, because I thought that the relationship, you saw the last episode, I thought the relationship went fine. She wanted to stop, so he was like, all right, cool. And he left, he didn't seem like he was angry with her. And I think she even asked if he was mad, and he was like, nah, but he just needed to leave because, when you getting hot and bothered, you can't just be stay and somebody not hot and you hot and they cold, you got to get out of there. So I thought that was weird, but she's such she is probably the brightest light in this show. She hasn't been, I guess, tarnished by just the craziness of the Greenleaf family. And she is someone who truly cares. She's kind of like Jacob, very genuine, very honest, very, just there to be about people. And I hope this doesn't change her for the worse, but we shall see. So guys, holla at me, I'm gonna holla at you. Down in the comments, let's talk Greenleaf. Let me know how you feeling about your girl Charity, because she is funny. And before I bounce, I'm gonna tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos for the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and remember, if you ever go into a bank or financial institution and somebody want to talk about your money problems, go into a closed office. Peace.